Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprintcars series. Visit the shortest dirt track we have here in Ohio. We're here at the Loverland Motorsports Park for round number 6, race number 1 of the series. We got another good field of cars here this evening. $25 cars, I believe, in attendance at the moment, and sitting on pole. In car number 39, it's John Batista, who sets quick time with an 11.448. Watching some other cars on the racetrack right now. Chris Brenner in the Wicked Cushion, car number 70. Sits fourth quick with an 11.531. Second lap was better, 11.460. Jumps to position number 3. And Michael Sheridan, one of the last cars to get a time in, with an 11.885, sits in position number 16. And the gap between 16th and 1st at the moment is about half a second. Qualifying done and dusted here. We get straight into tonight's heat racing action. We'll have 4 heat races on the program. We'll take a look at our Citigroup Holdings starting grid for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole in the 222 in the Team Citigroup Holdings Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paints, it's Weston Newell to his outside in the Black Diamonds Motorsports, car number 36. It's Nathan Davis. Inside row number 2 in the 057 in the Team Citigroup Holdings Wicked Cushion, it's Craig Dunn to his outside, the 96 of Sterling Brock. Zach Fogel in car number 7 will start on the inside of row number 3 to his outside in the Dirt Track and Bastards, Dirty Old Bastards, Blue Sphere Wicked Cushion, car number 21, it's Tyler Henselman. 10 laps on the board for the opening heat race of the night. You're waiting on one car who I don't believe is in the service, so with the 25 cars that have registered here or have signed into the pit, and the one car not in the server, it's going to put us into a B main. However, that will mean that all cars in the B main at the moment will transfer on in. So we'll have the top 5 going straight through to the main event tonight. Positions 6 and 7, unfortunately, we'll see a B main. Once again, we're live on Facebook and YouTube tonight. You can check out both social media pages for Ultimate Dirt TV. Go to facebook.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. We're live in 1080p on YouTube and 720p on Facebook. Heat number 1 about to roll off. Ten laps on the board. Round number 6 of the series. Race number 1 in the daytime. Race 2 will be the night with the night sky and the night lights turned on. Green flag is out and we are underway. And Weston Newell leads us off into turn number 1 and 2. Dunn trying to work to the low side through turns 1 and 2. Going to do the same thing in 3 and 4. But already we see a couple of cars going to the top side of the racetrack. And Weston Newell will lead the opening lap of the night. The 96 of Sterling Brock back there in 4th spot, having a little trouble. Henselman coming through now, up in position number 4. There was contact. And the battle, well, that's for the 5th and final transfer spot directly into the main event. We now watch Nathan Davis, your race leader from Western Newell. And Nathan Davis in the 36. Western Newell into the wall. He's going to lose another spot to his teammate Craig Dunn. Western Newell back to position number 3. Dunn on the inside in the blue and yellow 057 here. Up to position number 2. Oh, Dunn a little sideways there. In 3 and 4 now. See him come past 1 and 2. I've got to be careful because, well, the top side of the racetrack, with the cushion already starting to develop, it will get nastier, it will get bigger. Dunn trying to fend off Western Newell. Newell to the outside almost. He turns 1 and 2. 4 laps complete. There was almost contact. Newell almost got into the back of him. Newell once again trying to work to the outside on Craig Dunn. That's a battle for 2nd and 3rd. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Nathan Davis will win heat race number 1. Will start on pole. Craig Dunn home in 2nd. 3rd is Western Newell. 4th is Tyler Henselman. Zach Fogel in 5th. 6th is going to be Sterling Brock, and James Taylor was I did not start in heat race number 1. Heat 2 up next on the program. And starting on the pole in car number 39 in the Black Diamonds Motorsports entry, it is going to be John Batista. Starting out of position number 2 in the Dirt Track and Bastards, car number 93, it's Chris Roberts. Out of position number 3 in car number 11, it's Zach McLaughlin. And to his outside in the Team SETI, car number 37, it's Zane Scott. In the Team VLR.com, car number 23, it's Stephen Calavoda. He will start out of position number 5, and out of position number 6 in car number 66, it's Donald Satterfield. Donald Satterfield in car number 66. If we to have Batista win this one, we'll have a Black Diamonds Motorsports front row for tonight's 40-lap main event. As green flag is out, and we're underway here in heat race number 2. 10 on the board. Roberts to the low side, McLaughlin through the middle. They went 3 wide, and oh no, there's contact. 3 cars up on the back straightaway. Not bringing out a yellow, so we stay green. And, oh, that takes out half the field. Now the battle. Well, here comes Calavoda. Calavoda in the 23, started position 5, and he's made his way up to challenge for the race lead. Batista trying to make something work on the top of the racetrack, but Calavoda holds strong on the bottom side of the racetrack. Now he moves up top in turns 1 and 2. So we lost Zane Scott and Zach McLaughlin now on the opening lap. Roberts was involved as well. Batista got that 39 machine working on the cushion all the way around this racetrack. Smallest track we've got on the service. And we're already past halfway home. 6 down, 4 to run in heat race number 2. Calavoda through the middle of 3 and 4. He was a 10th quicker that last lap by than what Batista was. So maybe Calavota's actually found something through the middle of 3 and 4. We'll see what kind of lap times these guys are doing right now in the high 12 or low 12s, I should say 12 zeros. In fact, there was 7 1,000ths of a second separating the previous lap, but off of turn number 4. John Batista gets the win. Calavota home in second. Third is going to be Donald Satterfield. Chris Roberts in fourth. Zach McLaughlin and Zane Scott scheduled with a DNF in 5th and 6th place. Well, that gives us heat race number 3 up next. And starting on the pole in car number 70 in the wicked cushion, Team UW Motorsports. It's going to be Chris Brenner. Starting out of position number 2 in the TSR Tony Short Racing LNS Express wicked cushion, car number 14, it is Drew Neal. At a position 3 in the Team SETI City Group Holdings, car number 22, it's Jason Nygaard. And at a position number 4 in the Superflow 05, it's Tyler Curtis. At a position 5 was scheduled to be the 47 of Garrett Pepiat, not on the grid. So here we credit with the DNS. And starting on the outside of the 3rd row in car number 127 in the Team SETI City Group Holdings wicked cushion, Stephen Hill. Heat 3, the winner will start position 3 in tonight's main event. Underway here in the 3rd heat race of the night, the penultimate heat. Brenner got a good start on Drew Neal. Now Nygaard in 3rd. Got his teammate now behind him on the inside into turn number 1 and 2. That's Stephen Hill in the 127. Tyler Curtis making a run, and now Nygaard on the outside of Drew Neal. Look at the 4-car battle right now. Nearly 3 and 4 wide. Nygaard a little loose on the exit of corner number 4. Oh, big wheel stand there by Drew Neal. Picks up the front end again, and Nygaard tags the back of him. And the 14 upside down. Drew Neal now. Nygaard picks up the front end. Curtis into position 3, and Stephen Hill from position number 6 up to 2nd. 4 down and 6 to go. Here at Limaland Motorsports Park, heat race number 3 for the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series. Round number 6, race 1. And caution is out. Oh, Stephen Hill. A little slow. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPaint's instant replay. Oh, we got turned by the 05 of Tyler Curtis. Caution flag flies. We should get 1 lap to go. And in real World of Outlaws news, Dietrich and Brad Sweet crashed at Lincoln. Pace truck will be in this time by.
Green flag, green flag.
So 1 lap shootout here at Limaland Motorsports Park. Tyler Curtis into the wall. And that gives Stephen Hill 2nd spot. Turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out for Chris Brenner. Gets the win. 2nd, Stephen Hill, Tyler Curtis, Jason Nygaard, Drew Neal. And a DNS for Garrett Pepiat. Let's take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid for heat race number 4. Scheduled to start on the pole in car number 421, the Black Diamonds Motorsport. It's Britton Roxbury to his outside in a newly painted car number 31. That's CNC car. It is going to be Tyson Landis. Tyson Landis in the 31 at a position number 2. In the Dirt Track and Bastards car number 20. It's Jonathan Lowe in car number 20 at a position number 3. At a position 4 will be the 15 in the UW Motorsports Wicked Cushion. And it's Michael Sheridan. Starting at a position 5 in the Team SETI Group Holdings Wicked Cushion, car number 97, Matthew Henninger. And starting at a position 6 in the 010, it's Steve Castle. Steve Castle in the 010. Roxbury, Landis, Lowe, Sheridan, Henninger, and Castle. Here we go. Green flag is out.
Green, green, green.
And we are underway, and Roxbury got a great start off turn number 4. Lowe, no, Sheridan is going to be around, half spun the car. And Lowe now on the inside of Landis through turns 3 and 4. Got a little tight. Lowe picks up second spot. Henninger running the bottom. Landis on the top side. 3-car battle for second, third, and fourth. Landis works to the outside. Oh, car got real sideways off the cushion coming off the exit of corner number 4. Oh no, Low in the wall, but at the moment here comes Henninger on the bottom side on the inside of row number 3. He started, and now he looks to pick up position number 2. At the line, it was close. Henninger, who just had it by, you can see, about half a tenth of a second. Henninger continues to run the bottom. 3 different lines here for second, third, and fourth drive. You just see Henninger running the bottom. He slides up to the middle of the racetrack where Lowe was running. And Tyson Landis now looking to pick back up second spot. Gets into the wall, comes off the wall, back onto the racetrack. And gets back to the cushion in turns 3 and 4. 6 down, 4 remain in the final heat race of the night. This battle on screen between Henninger and Landis, well, it pretty much started from the opening lap when Henninger was able to make it up to second and third. Oh no, Landis into the wall, big time and upside down. Caution.
Caution is out.
Caution, caution, caution. That will end heat race number 4. Britton Roxbury getting the win. Second will go to Matthew Henninger in the 97. Jonathan Lowe in third. Steve Castle in fourth. And Michael Sheridan in 5th. That concludes heat race number 4. We'll have a B main, although all cars will transfer. All cars will transfer from the B main. And it'll line up. I think it'll be... In fact, I'm not sure whether we might have a B main or not because of the cars that have not in the server, but at worst case scenario, it'll be 3, maybe 4 cars. And just a reminder, if you haven't done so already, check out Wicked Cushion on Facebook along with Dirty Old Bastards. They are the guys that are bringing you tonight's racing action here from the Loma Land Motorsports Park. It looks like we are going to have a B main. And we are live on Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and YouTube, 720p on Facebook. If you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button. And we're also live on YouTube in 1080p. If you haven't done so already on that one, hit the subscribe button to our channel, hit the thumbs up on our videos. We got one troll who likes to use 3 different accounts. We know who he is, but he's a pathetic old man. He should just grow up. Alright, the 96 backing into the 14 there. Starting on the pole in tonight's B main. In car number 7, it's Zach Fogel. To his outside in car number 11, it's Zach McLaughlin. Starting at a position 3 in car number 14, it's Drew Neal. At a position 4 to 15 of Michael Sheridan. Zane Scott having some issues. He's backed out of this one. We'll have James Taylor in car number 32. Starting out of position 5 and out of position 6, it's going to be Tyson Landis. "12 laps of distance, 6 cars. The top 4 will go on to the main events."
Green, green, green.
Fogel will lead us, and Fogel picks up the front end twice, big time. And Sheridan drives around the outside of the 7. Fogel in turns 1 and 2. Landis on the outside of Drew Neal into 3 and 4. We go Neal, one on the bottom side of the racetrack. Oh, there may have been a little contact there between Fogel and Neal, or Neal took evasive action. Landis up to position number 4. Fogel in 3rd. Drew Neal putting a slider on Taylor there for 5th spot on the racetrack. Your race leader, Zach McLaughlin. Look at Landis working to the cushion, as he did in the last heat race. Although he came unstuck in 1 and 2. Oh, whoa! Zane Scott came out on the racetrack. So there's definitely some technical issues there for the 37. And Michael Sheridan to the race lead.
Alright, man. Caution is out.
Caution is out. Landis slowing. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPates instant replay. Oh, Fogel just got a little sideways in front of the 31 there of Tyson Landis. Caught the cushion, but also behind them. Well, Zane Scott going upside down in the 37 in the Team SETI car. So Scott, the last time that we were here, he set the track record here at Limeland Motorsports Park. I think from memory, I think 11.041. Waiting for the lights to go out. In fact, they're out this time by. Sheridan, McLaughlin and Fogel, Drew Neal, our top 4 at the moment. 8 down, 4 to go. Oh, Drew Neal a little sideways there. Got a feel for Tyson Landis. At the moment, he's just not having a fun night here at the Limeland Motorsports Park. Sheridan, your race leader, McLaughlin in 2nd. Zach Fogel in 3rd. And Drew Neal in that 4th and final transfer spot. Checkers are out, in fact. 10 laps tonight's B main. Not the 12 that had on screen. So well done to Michael Sheridan. And now it is time for our main event. Let's take a look at our SETI Group Holdings starting grid.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Starting on the pole in car number 36, Nathan Davis. To his outside, his teammate, the 39 of Batista. And a position number 3, the 70 of Chris Brenner. To his outside, the 421, Britton Rocktree. Craig Dunn, Stephen Calavoda. Row 3, row 4, Stephen Hill, Matthew Henninger. Row 5, Weston Newell, Donald Satterfield. Row 6, Tyler Curtis, Jonathan Lowe. Row 7, Tyler Henselman, Chris Roberts, Jason Nygaard, Steve Castle. Row 8, row 9, Zach McLaughlin and Michael Sheridan, Zach Fogel, Drew Neal, Tyson Landis, James Taylor, Zane Scott and Sterling Brock are the 24 scheduled starters here in tonight's main event, round number 6, race number 1 of the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series here at the Live Motorsports Park, right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. 40 laps, race number 1. We get set to go green flag off of corner number 4. Nathan Davis has command of the field, and we are green. Now the challenging part. Oh no, Craig Dunn around. And there's a big pile up.
Alright, man, caution.
Finally, the caution flag comes out, and Craig Dunn, the rear end, busted on that race car. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. This was going to be the tricky part, getting all the drivers safely through turns 1 and 2. Just one little slick spot on the entry, and the car half spun, and it took a while for that caution flag to come out. And then there you see the hard flip there. Caution flag flies early on here. Lights are out on the pace track. No time to waste. We get set to go back to green flag racing conditions here.
Green flag.
Green flag gets back out. White flag will come out at lap number 43. So 1 down, 39 to go. Brenner into the wall a little bit. Calavota. We'll see if the rest of the drivers are able to make it on through.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution
66
is out.
of Donald Satterfield into the wall. Jonathan Lowe already on pit road. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay and have a look at the 66. Yeah, just got a little loose there off the cushion, and Nygaard and Fogel, who were on the bottom side holding their own, had contact. So an overhead view of the racetrack. You see all the cars, Jonathan Lowe coming back out in car number 20, leaving pit road. You see how small this racetrack is, and you see, and these drivers, when they go nose to tail on these restarts, single file, you really just see that, well, if you're one of the last cars in this pack, you're a good half a track behind. Pace track is in. White flag, lap number 46.
Green flag, green flag.
38 remain, just 2 laps completed so far. Oh, Roxbury caught off the cushion. How about Calavota on the inside of John Batista into 3 and 4? He done the same in 1 and 2. We get another lap in. Here we go. Let's see if these guys can get into a rhythm. This track is going to be super tough to pass. You're going to wait for the mistakes, and you're going to have to run different lines. Oh, wow, here comes a challenge for the race lead, and Calavota on the low side. He is making it work down there, and Calavota on the inside. He's picked up second. Oh, the left front just caught that infield tyre. We got cars around everywhere all over this racetrack. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay from the higher grounds. Oh, Steve Castle spinning to the infield. And we see the cars on the back straight away. Oh, Matthew Henninger in the 97. Let's take a look at that Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. Have a look at this again. There's a little contact there. That didn't unsettle the car going into 1 and 2. I think it just picked up the front end of that race car. Yeah, it didn't. It shot the car hard right. The 97 goes around. He finds himself back on pit road. Lights out on the pace truck. Green flag this time, by. White flag, lap number 49. 49 to go. 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 49 to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Davis, Calavoda, and Roxbury, your top three right now. Batista, well, he's got the top left open for him right now. Can he get on by his teammate? Roxbury comes up the racetrack into turn number 3 and 4, and Calavoda again. Well, he's trying to make that bottom side work, as is Roberts right now. Roberts almost on the inside of Brenner, but here comes Roxbury through the middle, trying to slide up, and Batista around the outside. There's that mistake. And Roxbury gonna keep it on the bottom side. Here comes Brenner as well. He can't go anywhere. He's got Batista in front of him. And Calavoda to the race lead off of turn number 4. Stephen Calavoda on the bottom side. Davis through the middle, and Batista is up top. 3 multiple groove racetracks or lanes right now here at the Lemonade Motorsports Park, and Batista up to position number 2, and now comes after the race leader, Stephen Calavoda. Davis into the wall, Brenner going to the low side into 3 and 4. Brenner picks up 3rd, but here comes the race lead, and Batista rails the cushion on the top side of the racetrack, but Calavoda fights back on the inside. What he's going to play a part tonight is lap traffic. Brenner around the outside of Davis. Roxbury falling back to 6th. Roberts in 6th right now. Newell, Nygaard, Curtis and Tyler Henselman rounds out the top 10. This battle still waging on here at the front of this field now. Calavoda and Brenner, they race side by side into 3 and 4. Brenner on the top side. Calavoda making everyone look a little silly there on the opening few laps of this race, but this bottom side is already starting to fall away, as is Calavoda, as he falls away from your front 2 runners right now. But here we go. This is where things get interesting, because lap traffic, these drivers will have to maneuver all over the racetrack. As Taylor, he's trying to hold his line, and the caution flag flies. The 21 of Tyler Henselman, who was running in 10th spot, finds himself around. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPaint's instant replay. Oh, got a little loose there, and it was the 05 of Tyler Curtis. He was kind of, I'm not sure whether that was on my end, but looked like he had to be having some sort of blinking connection issues. Unfortunately, Henselman will be scored a lap down, I believe. Well, lap traffic was about to play a factor in this race. We're listening to race control. I think we're on white flag, lap number 52. Batista, Brenner, Calavoda, Roxbury, and Davis, your top 5.
Right.
Listening into race control right now.
Tighten up, single file, white flag, lap 52. The leader may fire anytime after the check pulls off when they reach the first light pole in the middle.
Or did he say 55? Let's have a look. 4 cautions. So we should be on 52.
Green flag.
Green flag is out, and we are underway again here. And Calavoda once again is going to go to the bottom side of the racetrack. You see Brenner and Batista up top. Calavoda, well, that track is starting to slicken off on the bottom now. He leaves a door open for Britton Roxbury. And Britton Roxbury, well, let's just say he's going to knock that door down if you give him an inch. You leave the door open just ajar, and it's going to be belted down. And there he goes up to position number 3. Gill, Calavoda, and Roberts at almost little contact. Davis into the wall hard on the back straightaway. Now here comes Weston Newell. But the battle is going to be on for the race lead. Brenner right on the back of John Batista. They come down the back straight away. Slide job line from Batista. Brenner with a crossover. Although he was already behind him, now Brenner's going to go to the low side. Into 1 and 2. Batista has it at the moment.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution out on the racetrack. I think someone's just done the old Alt F4 situation here. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPaint's instant replay, see what happened. fact, I think it might have been. Oh, there it is. Jason Nygaard spinning the car in turns 1 and 2. Just caught the wall and spun the car. Luckily, such a small racetrack, everyone was able to avoid Jason there. Lights are out on the pace truck. I think now this is where white flag lap number 55. So we should have 19 to go. Laps winding off quickly here.
Green flag, green
Green
flag.
flag is back out, and here we go. We are underway once again. Calavoda again, along with Roberts on the low side of the racetrack. However, your top three on screen. Batista in the 39, your race leader. But the battle is on right now. The 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Newell on the outside of Davis, but Davis on the outside of Calavoda. Newell was on the outside of Roberts. Calavoda catching those tyres on the inside of the racetrack. Roberts trying to make something work on the bottom side still. He's now gotten to the inside of Calavoda. 3 wide, Western Newell on the outside. Calavoda through the middle. And Calavoda shuts the door going into 3 and 4 on Roberts. He drifts up the racetrack. Western Newell's cleared him right now. And now Western Newell sets his sights on the 36 machine. The race leader not too far away from getting into lap traffic again. We're on about 14 to go. Might even be 15, 14 to go this time by. We're going to listen to race control in the next couple of laps, and I think we're going to have 10 to go in about 3 laps time. Taylor once again about to go a lap down. This is where Batista's got to pick and choose his moments to make this work. Oh, Taylor, that was close. He was trying to hold his line and let the leaders up by. And he got a little out of shape off turn number 2.
All right, man.
Oh, Drew Neal in the 14 brings out a caution. Let's take a look at the Colby's iPates instant replay.
Talk about a pedal test, eh, Weston?
Let's take a look at that replay again here. Just a little tight sliding up to the
Man, I was
cushion.
shaking in my boots. Thanks, Steven, for not. Yeah, I appreciate
And caution on the racetrack. Lights out this time by. We'll go green flag racing next time by here in the resumption of the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series at Limeland, round number 6, race number 1. I think we're on about white flag lap number 58, so we should have 10 laps to go.
White flag lap 58, so 10 to go.
Well, I'm on the money today.
Green flag, green flag.
Batista, Brenner, your top 2 guys right now. Britton Roxbury in 3rd, Davis in 4th, and Roberts, well, he's just made the bottom work this entire race somehow, and he's in position number 5. 9 laps to go here in the main event. Can Brenner do anything with Batista? Oh no, Brenner into the wall. That gets Roxbury on by in the 421. Brenner going to fight back on the inside with a slide job on Roxbury. Gets to the cushion, tags the wall. And he's going to lose 1 spot. Oh, Roberts tags the back of Brenner on the back straightaway. Now Roberts on the inside, looking for a podium. Davis falling back to 4th, and Western Newell trying to knock down the wall. And Calavoda, well, let's just say he's gone back to the bottom. Oh, Brenner, he was a little out of shape there. And another caution on the racetrack, and that's not what Batista needed. With 6 laps to go, Zach Fogel in the 7 machine. Around, let's take a look at our Colby's iPates instant replay. Oh, Nygaard around again. Keep an eye on the black and orange 22. Bit of a racing deal. Fogel, the innocent victim in that one. And the lights should be out on the pace truck this time by.
On the green, guys, tighten up, single file, white flag lap 61. So it looks like 6 to go.
6 laps remain. Batista's driven a smart race so far and looking to pick up
Green flag, green
another
flag.
win here in the series in the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series from his teammate as the Black Diamonds Motorsports guys look to go 1 and 2 here tonight. Although Chris Roberts might have something to say about this one, Roxbury through the middle, but here comes Chris Brenner. Brenner got into the back of Roxbury. Roxbury a little slow. Oh, Roxbury shut the door on Brenner, and there's contact. And both cars going to be stopped on the bottom side. And there, oh well, there's going to be no caution. Western Newell up to position number 2, and Chris Roberts in second right now.
Yeah.
3 to go. Or was that 2 to go? Batista the race leader. Into 3 and 4.
2 to go.
2 laps remain here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Roberts on the bottom and Western Newell in 3rd. Stephen Calavoda 4th. And Nathan Davis in 5th. How about Tyson Landis? From dead set, almost dead set last, up into position number 5, and the white flag is out. What a run by the 31 of Tyson Landis. We go back up front, the checkers around, and Batista gets the win. Home in second is going to be Roberts. 3rd is going to be Western Newell. 4th is Calavoda. And 5th is going to be Tyson Landis. Whoo boy. Man, what a finish that was. Tyson Landis literally from the back of the bus. But it is all John Batista with the win here this evening. All right, so let's go ahead and chat with a couple of our drivers here. And home in 3rd place tonight in the Triple Two is Western Newell. Weston, congratulations on 3rd. You had to start on the inside of row number 5, but well, you had a bit of luck go your way and you come away with the 3rd place. A good result for you and the team.
Yeah, definitely, Brett. I had a hot car coming out in qualifying and just missed the heat race setup and was not very good, and had to start kind of deep in the field. I just tried to bide my time. I got a little lucky. That's what I was needing, and that's what happened.
Talk about this track. I mean, it was very technical. It's cushion dominant, but I mean, there was multiple lines here this evening. I mean, how did you see the track playing out throughout the race?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know exactly how it was up front. I couldn't see that far, but I was locked in a little 3, 4, 5 car battle for the majority of the race. We were using the entire racetrack, and I thought it was a great surface to race on. Yeah, the top was a little bit faster, but you could definitely make the bottom work if you needed and be competitive, and even the middle if you needed there towards the end. So.
All right, well, look, well done on a 3rd place here this evening, but you know, no doubt, I'm sure you got some sponsors and some new sponsors to thank as well.
Yeah, as always, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Thanks, Brett. You always do a top-notch job. Wicked Cushion, Dirty Old Bastards 410 series, great series to run. All my teammates, new teammates at Team SETI, SETI Group, SETI.com, and wickedcushion.com. Also, deadhead.com.au. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, Western Newell home in 3rd place. Home in 2nd place tonight. He's the gutter rat. He loves the bottom of the racetrack, and he gets it done again. Chris Roberts from 14th to 2nd. What is it about the bottom side that your car always seems to be glued on the bottom.
I just got that down pat, man. That's when dirt first came out. I usually ran the bottom. It's all about a bunch of throttle control. I can tell you I was maybe full throttle for a second to second and a half each straightaway, and then hard on the brakes and making sure them rear tires were in that fresh stuff coming off of the corner. So yeah, I was playing with them tires sticking up out of the ground down there. But when it's slick, I can 9 times out of 10 make that bottom work. It's just the way I got the thing set up, and I prefer the bottom other than trying to pound the wall down, because I usually pound the wall down.
Majority of this race, you had a car outside of you. Sometimes you had even 2 cars. I mean, for the shortest dirt track we have on the service, I mean, this racetrack tonight, there was multiple grooves. You're able to run bottom, middle, top. I mean, talk about your race. I mean, like I said, there was multiple times where you had, not only 1 car, but also 2 cars on the outside of you.
Oh yeah, it was a blast. I mean, it was a bona fide pedal fest, but it was a blast. And with that big old wing on the right side, I was just knowing that there had to be somebody out there. If there were 2 of them, I had no idea. I just made sure I stayed in the fresh stuff on the straightaways, because I knew that left the lane up there. And that's, I think, the last restart, Brenner, I think Nygaard come over, said, there's just no grip out here. I'm sitting there going, oh, I got a line on the bottom. And then Brenner goes, oh, there's a lot down on the bottom, but it's a half a second slower. And I hung with them guys all night and kept poking through the field, and I never left the bottom side.
Yeah, bottom side was fast to begin with, and it's sort of went away a little bit, but it was still there to stay with the guys up front. But hey, look, another phenomenal drive from 14th up to position number 2. No doubt, I'm sure there's plenty of people you want to thank.
Oh yeah, another nice drive. I just wish I could try and start up front in some of these. Might have a better shot. But yeah, as always, got to thank Wicked Cushion for helping us put the Royal Outlaws series on. Blue Sphere for doing Tuesday nights. You, Brett, up in the booth with Ultimate Dirt TV. Do a nice job. So thank you. Dirt Track and Bastards. I know Tyler and John had some tough luck, so I had to lead the pack there. Got us a podium at least for the team. And Dirty Old Bastards, everybody who comes out and supports us to race or just to watch. I mean, it's great. I've been seeing over the past few weeks, got people going, hey, I want info just so I can watch. So it's pretty cool that we got some fans out there and got some stellar drivers in the league, and the race just keeps getting better and better here.
All right, well done on the second, and good luck in the second race up shortly.
10-4, thank you.
There we go, Chris Roberts home in second place, home with the win here in car number 39. It's John Batista. John, congratulations. You started on the outside of the front row. Although it wasn't made easy for you, you had some tough competition here this evening, but these yellows were sort of perfectly timed when it comes to not getting into lap traffic, and you're able to bring that 39 home here in victory lane here at Limaland.
Yeah, lucky for me, every time we got to lap traffic, I only had to pass 1 or 2 cars, and they went relatively well for me, at least. I know Chris had some problems with a particular driver a few different times, so unfortunate for him. Also unfortunate that there really wasn't a bottom line for him to go anywhere. I know he was all over me that whole race. I was really struggling there, and we just started working on the setup about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the race, so overall it wasn't too bad, just a little loose, but I mean, it's Lima Land, and that track was black.
Well, Black Slick was the track, but there was a cushion to work with. Obviously, the fastest way around this racetrack. You generally can't go through full throttle here, or am I wrong in saying that? Because being so short and so narrow, so close to the wall with this cushion, were you able to go full throttle on the cushion, or was there points where you had to brake going into the corners to turn the car in?
Honestly, I don't think I was above 45, 50% throttle the whole time. Maybe a few times at the end when Chris was really reeling me in, I thought maybe I wasn't sure if it was a line, how he was catching me, or, I mean, during the heats, he had a really stable car compared to ours, so it was probably this came down to the fact that he had a more stable setup than us. But I mean, even during the heats, you really couldn't go full throttle to run the bottom. You just slide slide up or the car would push into the outside wall.
All right, well, look, you pick up another win here in the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws series. I mean, you're one of the guys to beat when it comes to sprint cars and dirt. I mean, there's the reason why you got that pro license. You've been doing great stuff in these sprint cars for quite some time. But look, before we let you go and celebrate quickly with the team before race number 2, no doubt I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I just want to thank you, Brett, and Ultimate Dirt TV, Chris for putting on the league, Britton. He did a good job in a pro last week. It's a shame I couldn't be out there with him anymore, but got to represent somehow. And thanks Nathan Davis, teammate at Black Diamond, for kind of hooking us up right before the race there.
All right, John Batista there, home with the win here this evening. Lima Lane Motorsports Park hosts round number 6 of the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. 2 races here for round number 6, race 11 and 12. Race number 11 is done for. That was race 11. Race 12 coming up in, service should be up in 2 minutes time. So we're going to be live again in about 15 minutes time. We're going to be live once again on Facebook and YouTube. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you head over to facebook.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit the like and follow button. Be notified of when we go live for race number 2. If you want to watch it in 1080p, you can head over to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit the subscribe button as well. Now you'll have obviously access to all of our videos that we've done, all of our broadcasts that we've done throughout the past 6 or 7 months since we started this. For the people that have supported the channel, I can't thank you guys enough. For the people that sponsor the channel, Colby's Eye Paint's bringing you all the instant replays here this evening. So big shout out to Colby's Eye Paints. You can check them out on Facebook, or give them a like, give them a follow. Wicked Cushion, make sure you check those guys out on Facebook. Also Dirty Old Bastards, SETI Group Holdings as well. You can check them out on the web at www.seti.com. That's CEDI. It's on the bottom of your screen there, right in the middle. And on behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, we don't say goodbye. We will see you shortly in about 15 minutes time for race number 2 of the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series here at the Lima Lane Motorsports Park.